These lessons have been designed to be taken as if I'm your private instructor and you come once a week for a 1-hour lesson. That's how I normally teach my students. Now, I've put a lot of material into each lesson, so here's how I want you to go over it. First, watch the whole lesson. Watch and see the things you're going to learn and how I give examples. Because if it's a song or something, I'm always playing it with you and for you. So you go over the whole lesson and see what it is we're doing. Then go back and work on each little part, stopping the DVD at that particular part until it's finished. So, for example, in Lesson 2, we learn the A and the D and the E chord. So first, go back and get the A chord. Really get it. And do what I say. Make sure you can hear each string when you're making the chord. Go over the A. 20 minutes or so. Don't rush into the next part, because I want you to take a week for each lesson. Now the next part would be the D chord, so then learn the D chord and really take your time. And then in the end, if I go over all the chords or we go over something in its entirety, like a song or something, then I want you to build up to that part. And then go back and take the whole lesson again 2 or 3, 4 times. Really interact with this DVD, because I'm not there to check on you. So I want you to check on yourself, and I show you how to do that. Now, sometimes we'll use a double screen like this to show you your left hand and what you're doing and what I want you to do. And then sometimes we'll use a triple screen and show your left hand and your right hand. And then sometimes, if we're doing a song, I'll put the words down at the bottom like this. And then sometimes, some lessons, I'll use text along with the video you're seeing. So I really try to get you to learn really thoroughly. Try to use all this technology to help you. Now, basically, I'm teaching you how to teach yourself. And we use songs because I found most people want to learn songs. We use these songs as a way to apply the things we've learned. Now, when you take Lesson 1, you could take Lesson 2 at the same time. But after that, make sure you take each lesson really about once a week, not too much sooner. Now, Lesson 1 is tuning, so you got to be in tune every lesson. So Lesson 1 will be a reference for all the lessons to come. Now, I've enclosed the CD-ROM in here because it's a book of what we learn in each lesson. So try to print everything out first. Now, if you can't print it out, go to a print shop and copy shop and maybe they could print it for you. But either way, I want you to keep a notebook. I want you to also write down things that you've learned or things you want to learn that you can look up on the internet or find out for yourself. Now, another thing is to try to always have a real good relation with your guitar. If you get a little frustrated on the lessons, take a pause. Take a little break. Go drink a glass of water or something. Take a break. Come back when you're relaxed and you can learn again. Okay? Always have a real nice relation with your guitar. Now, a lot of the things in the songs have to do with singing too. You may say, well, gee, I can't sing. But I believe you can. And so just try. Really try. Sing to yourself if you're shy. If you're taking the lesson, take it by yourself. So you can try to sing. Even if you think it's not in sync or in tune with the song. Keep trying. If you really don't think you can do it, find someone you know that can sing. Ask them to sing the song while you play. Okay, but singing for yourself could be really great to apply melody, the singing part, with the chords on the guitar. A couple songs we'll learn are purely instrumental, so you don't have to sing. Now, I want you to remember to always take your time when you learn the lessons. Really be patient with yourself. Really go slow. Really take your time. When I learned something myself really slow first, then I learn it really well. and I don't have to go back and learn that thing one more time. So sometimes slow is actually fast. Now let's learn the pieces of the guitar, the parts, so we can move on and understand when I speak about the guitar. So let's look at the parts of the guitar. Now this is the body of the guitar, and this hole is called the sound hole, and this long piece here is the neck. Now this whole piece here is called the head or the headstock, and each of these things are called tuning pegs. This is called the nut. Sometimes it's called a bridge, but it's a nut. Now, these things coming down here are called strings. They're what we play when we play the guitar. Now, the lines going across the neck, the other way, are very important. They're called frets, and we number them. First fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret, etc. Now, when the strings come down and attach to the guitar, they attach here, and they're called string pegs. And this piece going all the way across here is called the saddle. Now this is a side shot of the neck. You can see that there's a little distance between the strings and the neck. Now that's called the action. And my action is set pretty low. This action can be adjusted on your guitar most of the time. And I want to show you how to do that, but it's something you'll need to be really careful of. Now when you adjust the action, you usually adjust it here or down at the other side of the guitar. My guitar is done right here. And inside there is a little bolt that you turn with a wrench. And that wrench, turned clockwise, lowers the strings closer to the neck. And when you turn counterclockwise, facing the wrench, it raises the strings away from the neck. You always turn this thing very, very slowly when you adjust the neck for yourself, if you're going to try it yourself. Now the other place that most guitars have to adjust the neck is inside the sound hole. There you can see at the top where the neck ends. There's a wooden piece going across right in there. Now that usually has some kind of Allen socket that you can put your Allen wrench in, a hex wrench, and the same thing, facing it, turning clockwise, lowers the strings to the neck, and facing it, turning counterclockwise, raises the strings away from the neck. Always turn these things very slowly. And you should probably go to a music store and have this done if you want it to be adjusted yourself. They won't charge you very much. And you just ask, could you please adjust the neck of this guitar? Or could you please raise or lower? You're probably going to want to lower the action on the guitar. So remember, be really patient with yourself. Go over the lessons carefully and slowly. And if you're going to have the guitar adjusted, maybe you should go to a music store and have somebody do it. And if you do it yourself, just do it really, really slowly. So let's get started on the lessons and learn how to tune the guitar.